And I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you can do these 3 things, then you can network.
Hey, what's up? My name is Whitney. I have many passions. I call them my Passioniplets, and career management's one of them.
I want to talk about one of my favorite things to do. Not only do I love to do it for the job that I have right now, but I loved to do it before I even had a job. It helps me make connections, meet people in my area, and meet people in my field. It is how to network. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. If you can do these 3 things, then you can network. Initiate a conversation, find a common goal or interest, and ask for contact information. You can network. Being able to walk up to somebody, find something to talk about, and then at the end asking for a business card or retaining their name and then looking them up on LinkedIn later, one of my ways I like to do it sometimes, that's how you network. And honestly, you might feel inclined to leave now because I just told you the 3 things, but there's more to it, so I would keep watching if I were you. There are other things that you want to take into consideration, such as where to network and what you need before you network. Something cool about where to network is it can literally happen anywhere. If you meet somebody, maybe they're in the same industry as you, or maybe they know something about the industry or could connect you with somebody in the industry you want to work in, then you can network, and that can happen anywhere. While it's true you can network anywhere, I absolutely love finding networking events. Thank goodness for Eventbrite and Google, because with those 2 things you can find networking events anywhere in the world. And networking events are so fun because it's an excuse to get dressed up. I love to get dressed up. And there's always food or refreshments of some sorts. Who doesn't love to eat? And it's great because obviously there are people there that you can meet and connect with within your industry, or that might know somebody in the industry that you want to work in. Another way that I like to network is by joining organizations that host networking events, or just looking at local organizations to see if they're hosting networking events and attending those. There are always organizations, no matter what industry you work in. For me, I'm a marketer, so I pay attention to marketing organizations or events. Some that I have my eye on are the AMA, American Marketing Association, and because I currently live in Buffalo, New York, I pay attention to the Buffalo Niagara Partnership. They have really great events. One example that I attended was at a hotel here in Buffalo called the Hotel Henry. It used to be an asylum, and they transformed it into this luxury, beautiful hotel, which was really cool because I had an excuse to network and to see the hotel. It was so amazing. So finding organizations that have to deal with your industry, whether on a local scale or on a national scale, is another great way to find places to network. Lastly, I want to go over what you need before you network. If you have these 3 things prepared before you go network, you're going to be all set, and networking is going to be a breeze for you. The first thing I recommend you get before networking are business cards. Business cards are absolutely necessary. It's something I've noticed is that as much as technology has taken over our world by storm, the one thing that hasn't gone tech, I guess you could say, are business cards. People still absolutely love business cards. I know LinkedIn has like a QR code that you could like LinkedIn with people like on the spot, but it hasn't caught on yet. Like, you still have to get a physical business card, and I think they're fun too because you can personalize them, show your personality a little bit, make them fun. I've seen so many different business cards before. I've seen metal business cards before. So you can really make a statement by personalizing business cards. Whenever I need business cards, I always go to officedepot.com and I design the business card. They have options where you can get business cards same day. So if you found a networking event in the morning and you were at crunch for time and ran out of business cards or didn't have any business cards, you could go to officedepot.com and design it, and they will have it to you before like 5 p.m. So they're amazing. I've used it so many times. My friends have used it. It's great. officedepot.com for your business card. If you have a little bit more time, there are some cool other sites like vistaprint.com or moo.com. I've never used either of those, but I have browsed Vistaprint a little bit, and I see some like hologram business cards that look really appealing to me. So if I ever needed them, that's probably where I would go next. The next thing that you need before you go networking is a conversation starter and a story about yourself. Having a conversation starter is a little bit harder to prepare because depending on where you are, who's hosting the event, those things can influence like what your conversation starter is. But if you know you've researched the event and you maybe can think of something to talk about initially when walking up to somebody, that's going to be very helpful to you. Having a story about yourself is also a great thing to have before you go networking. My go-to story when I had just graduated was, hey, I just graduated from the University at Buffalo and now I'm the marketing coordinator at a startup in Buffalo. Now that I'm working full-time, my go-to story is more like, I'm a marketing coordinator at a startup downtown, and I also volunteer here, the organizations that I volunteer with in my spare time. So just find your story, find something that, you know, speaks about what you do or what you're currently doing. Even if you're a student, you should say, hey, I'm a student at this school, I'm pursuing this degree, I hope to get into this field. Just find your story and run with it. The last thing that you need before you go networking is appropriate attire. I'm a firm believer in look good, feel good. So finding my outfit that makes me feel like, yes, it's on and popping, I'm about to go network and I'm ready to meet some people. It's important for me to feel great in the outfit that I have because I feel more confident and I feel more prepared to talk to people knowing that I feel 100%. Some networking events could be more formal than others, so it's important to pay attention to what the dress code is. I always look for the dress code, or I'll try and find images from past years that this event has been held, or other events that this whatever organization is hosting has held, and try and get an idea about what the attire is. It's usually easy to tell whether the event is going to be a little more formal, where you're going to require a full suit or a gown, or if it's going to be a little scaled back, business casual, where you can get away with a blazer, a sports jacket, like a dress. But if you're totally lost and just have no idea what to wear for whatever reason, just email the organizer of the event and say, hey, I was just wondering what's the dress code for this event. Just utilize what you can. So that is my breakdown on how to network. If you feel confident in going to network now, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that I can keep making content, and leave comments about what you want to see. Any questions you have, let me know what you think. I want to know. If you go to a networking event and you watch this video and it helped you, let me know about it. Snap a picture, show it to me. I would love to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Monday.
Thanks again for watching. Be sure to check out these videos on the right so you can keep learning the tips and tricks that help me get 4 internships and a full-time job.